I'm sure you read the title, and I could see it now with all the keyboard warriors. I don't need no stinking laws. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Let them try to catch me. Well, I hate to break it to you. Ignorance is bliss. All states are going to start cracking down. We're all going to start seeing laws everywhere. Yeah, it started in New Jersey and California and some other places are starting to put together laws for electric bikes and scooters, electric unicycles. It's coming. There's no getting around that. So the way I look at it is we have two choices. We can either play dumb, pretend like it's never going to happen, keep doing what we're doing, and then all of a sudden state legislatures are going to start going, hey, we need to put laws on these things. I don't like them at all. We're gonna put the max that we can, and let's really crack down on these. Or we take the initiative as the users and push to have laws that we are okay with being put in place to take some of the pressure off right now. Because one way or another, it's going to happen. It's just up to us if we want a hand in how it's done. Because once stuff goes through state Congress, good luck having it changed after that. So I say we take the initiative, we work together, we come up with a solid foundation that we can put in front of our state Congress and be like, hey, let's do this. This will help. So I wanted to give my thoughts, my ideas on what I think would be good. And I'm going to use my home state of Michigan, for example. Okay, I live up in northern lower peninsula of Michigan. And it's a lot more lax up here than it is downstate. That's just a given, okay? We don't have the traffic, we don't have any of that stuff. And we don't have the population density. So I'm not being hassled up here riding high power bikes and everything else. They could care less about me up here. And that probably goes for most people up here. But we actually have it pretty good up here with how we register everything. And that's what I want to explain to you guys. So we have snowmobiles up here and they pay an annual registration. We have ORVs up here. They pay an annual registration. I have a side-by-side. I have four-wheelers. Grew up riding dirt bikes. It's always been that way, okay? It's not that expensive. You don't have to carry insurance or anything like that. You just pay for your yearly permit. And that money goes towards improving the trail system and grading the trails for both the ORV and the snowmobile clubs. They're separate permits. And the state of Michigan also has moped registrations, which I believe are still $15 a year. And you don't have to have a license plate for that. It's just a registration sticker you put on. You don't have to have insurance or anything else. So we already have things in place for toys and for other forms of transportation besides your normal motorcycles and vehicles. So my thinking is, let's put something in place for PEVs, or personal electric vehicles. We could make it a registration like a moped, or I would rather see it like a permit. Like you buy a fishing permit, ORV permit, snowmobile permit, hunting permit. So that way you could buy it anywhere that sells state permits. You could just buy your PEV permit. Make it, say, $20 a year. Make it so you don't have to have insurance. And it would just have basic laws tied to it. Okay, so like ORVs, for example, if you have an ORV permit in northern Michigan, you can ride the shoulders of the road up to 25 miles per hour. That excludes highways or state roads or U.S. roads, you know, like all your arteries. But all of your side roads, forest roads, all that stuff, you can ride as long as you have an ORV permit. Honestly, people with e-motos up here could just put an ORV permit on it and ride the shoulders of the road up 25 miles an hour and never be hassled. So taking that in mind, we could do something really similar with a PEV permit. So you spend your $20, you get your PEV permit, slap it on your bike, your electric unicycle, your electric scooter, your electric skateboard, whatever you're riding. And we could make it so that I would like to see it like mopeds, where on the roads you could ride up to 35 miles an hour. And make it so multi-use pathways, you can only ride up to 20 miles an hour. Make it so you can't ride on the sidewalks. Make it so you don't have to have insurance. You got to follow, vehicle laws. Everything kind of like how they do with ORVs. Like, it's very simple for ORVs. You just have to mind the shoulder of the road. You can't hold up traffic. You can't be riding in the middle of the road. Like, it's essentially the same way I'm riding now on bikes. You just have to ride on the side and let vehicle traffic pass you. I know there's people that are like, oh, but I want a high power bike because I want to be able to ride with traffic. Okay, I'm on a high powered bike. I have 2 more 50 mile an hour bikes coming. Okay, I'm not against high power bikes, but you do not need to be riding high power bikes with vehicle traffic at vehicle traffic speeds. Okay, you might think it's safer, it is not. I went and took the class and the training and took the test so I could get my motorcycle endorsement, okay? There's a process to it. If you want to ride at vehicle speeds with vehicles, then get a motorcycle. You are on a low-speed electric vehicle. So in that case, I think the speed limit, they would probably push for 25, like an ORV, but I would argue that mopeds can do 35. So 35 would be great. I'm only doing 24 right now. I have this bike actually locked to 24 miles an hour, which is the same as my Falcon and Assist 3. I like this speed for riding because vehicles aren't expecting you to go super fast, so it's easier for them to pass you. And I don't want to crash going any faster. I'm not dressed for that. I have a helmet on, that's it. I'm not like when I'm on my motorcycle wearing full gear, okay? And I don't want to wear full gear riding a bicycle. That's the whole point of low-speed electric vehicles, is you can just throw your helmet on and go. But as far as the permit goes, I think that would be the answer to so many problems, because now the state's got a revenue coming in. The state has rules against electric vehicles. And hopefully they'll use that money to increase multi-use pathways and adding bike lanes and everything else with that money, with that revenue they have. So if we act now and we propose something like that, which is a lot simpler, then there's a good chance that it could get passed. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, we got laws in the books. Because the Class 1, Class 2, Class 3 thing is honestly stupid, okay? And it's different in California than it is here as far as throttles being allowed on 3 and everything else. It's dumb, okay? And it only covers electric bicycles. What about the people riding scooters? What about the people riding electric unicycles and people on e-motos and other forms of electric vehicles? Like, there is no reason that they should be excluded. So let's just make it a PEV permit and let's let everybody partake. As long as you paid your $20 a year for your permit, you're good to go. No insurance required, no hassles. You just have to follow the simple rules that go along with that permit. But hey, I'd love to know what you guys think on that. And leave some comments. Let's get a discussion going on it. It wasn't something that I was going to do because I know it's a very hot topic and people are very opinionated about laws applying to them. But like I said, guys, the laws are coming. I think it's time we do something about it and try to get in front of it. But hey, that's all I got for you guys today. And I'll catch you on the next one.